Hello, football fans. This is Mike Hilton along with Rob Younger from Seymour, Tennessee for tonight's ball game between the 7-2 Highlanders and the 9-0 Seymour Eagles. Rob, 10th week of the season, last time these two teams will meet this millennium. What can you say about GP Seymour football game?
Well, Mike, the thing that you can say about GP Seymour football game is that it embodies everything that high school football is. I mean, this is the pinnacle of high school football. You got two communities in the same county, a big rival. Last game of the season, both teams playing for the conference championship. It really just doesn't get any bigger than this.
And one thing about it, the winner of tonight's ball game will finish first as region champion, and with that victory will clinch home field advantage throughout the entire Class 3A football playoff series.
Mike, huge advantage with the new playoff system. The team that does win that, it is just a tremendous advantage having home field all the way to the state championship game.
Rob, Seymour, started out first year a great offensive football team, but most of the season they've had to live with their defense.
Well, Mike, they have. I've been really looking forward to watching them play all year. This summer, of course, that's all you talk about throughout the offseason is the GP Seymour game, and we played golf with Jim Moore, and he told us what a great team they had coming back. And basically said this is the best team that Seymour's ever had and that they are definitely good enough to compete for a state championship. And they went and put in the no-huddle offense and the run and gun, and hasn't been as successful as they thought it would be, even with the great quarterback, Jason Davis.
Of course, Gatlinburg-Pittman 7-2 on the football season, much better than Coach Benny Hammonds himself anticipated. And just reading the newspaper today, Rob, he said that GP would have to play their best game, Seymour their worst game, just for it to be a close ball game.
Well, Mike, there might be a little truth in that, but actually Gatlinburg-Pittman's football team has become a much better football team than we ever envisioned. Of course, when you lose the great athlete like Philip Brackens, and we didn't really look like we had a lot of superstars coming in to fill their shoes, but what we've had 22 players that have really played well, a very intelligent, hard-working football team, and I think they're a lot better than anybody has given us credit for. And, hey, we may catch Seymour on an off night.
Well, hey, maybe it will be an off night. We'll be back in just a couple moments for the kickoff between the 7-2 Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders and the 9-0 Seymour Eagles in tonight's region championship game from Benton Householder Stadium here at Seymour.
Number 12, linebacker Anthony Martin. Co-sponsored by Bayou Bay's Restaurant, Cajun King cooking on Chapman Highway. And Woodland of the World Life Insurance, Representative Rocky C. Hall. Now we ask that all of the fans stand in reverence and respect. As we present the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the Seymour High School Marching Eagle Band. Possibly Chuck Jones could step out to the 30 or 35-yard line into the light.
Welcome again to the 1999 football game between the Seymour Eagles and the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. Mike Hill along with Rob Younger, head cameraman, head honcho straw boss Kevin Tierney, spotter Emily Wells for the Knights. Region 1, Class 3A championship. And of course, Rob, like we talked about earlier, you know, the winner of this game gets home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But Rob, I've never seen a pregame like this.
Mike, in about the 20 years that I've been involved in football, this is the most exciting pregame, college, professional, or high school that I've ever seen. This is great.
And I think, you know, both teams are out here. We've got about 3 minutes to game time, but, you know, I think both teams are trying to stand each other off before they come on the field here. Our lights are not bad. The lights have been turned off, I think, for maybe Seymour's pregame festivities as they come through the tunnel. I think Coach Benny Hammonds may have a surprise or two himself.
Well, Mike, if you look out on the field, there's a trophy being lifted.
Brad Mays, the restaurant manager of the Gatlinburg Burger King. This is the King's Trophy for the victor of tonight's game.
That's what we're playing for.
The Burger King Trophy, is that correct? Okay, hey, we got everything going on here. All kinds of stuff. We got trivia questions for you at the end of the game. Players, fair fill-in players of the game. And hey, Rob, just what an atmosphere here at Gatlinburg-Pittman. Well, at Gatlinburg-Pittman being here at Seymour. A couple of spotlights going now.
Whoa.
Walking into our booth is Lisa McGill-Reagan, who I heard on the radio today on Sports Talk, was named the Lady Vols Entrepreneur of the Year for her contributions as a Lady Vol and the business community.
Congratulations.
Lisa, ever seen anything like this? It's wild. That's right.
8, John Shope. 9, Jason Pryor. 10.
Of course, Mike, it looks like we have some exciting things going on. Gatlinburg-Pittman and Seymour both warmed up in blue jerseys. And you can see the head coaches and the officials looking at each other. Now it looks like Gatlinburg-Pittman's going to come out in white jerseys wearing, are those white helmets?
I can't see from here. It may be white helmets. I can't see here.
Number 28.
I don't know.
Householder. 29.
Hey, we're playing for the trophy tonight, Rob. The trophy. just like in wrestling, we're going to go for the belt tonight, right?
This kind of reminds you of a World Wrestling Federation atmosphere in pregame.
Oh my goodness! What a game! What a just this is high school football at its best right here.
68, Cameron Ashley.
Great pregame performance by the Highlander Marching Band under the direction of Ron Hicks and assisted by Mark Harrell. Student tunnel, a lot of people out there for the Highlanders. Rob, the cheerleaders, nice sign made up right there. And they're just waiting on, I don't know what we're waiting on, Rob, but hey, we're here and we're not going anywhere until later on tonight.
Bert Garner, 71, Seth Tuck.
And I see a few lights flashing down in the tunnel. We're not going to worry about that.
Because, Mike, I think they probably have the smoke and the lights and the light show. And
76, Brent Beeler.
Of course, in Galberg, we got the haunted house.
Birthday.
Haunted Mansion. Is this Halloween pregame, or is this what they do every game?
Of course, Halloween is Sunday night, Rob.
81, Justin Widener.
Of course, this game being played on Thursday night, and I'll have to check with our producer, Kevin Tierney. Kevin, will the replay be tomorrow, or will it be wait until Saturday? Okay, replay be tomorrow and Saturday and Monday and Wednesday.
Mike, if we win, the replay will be tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday the rest of the year.
Exactly right. Hey, of course, Rob, big congratulations to our producer, Randall Bryan. Tell the folks why.
Well, Randall didn't have it. His wife, Jana, had a 5-pound, 12-ounce baby girl named Jordan Elizabeth.
Right.
At 2 a.m. on Monday morning.
Congratulations to Randall and Jana. Okay. Of course, Randall's not here tonight. We'll excuse him for that.
You know, if Jana would have put that off one more week, we would have had instant replay tonight.
Of course, and Randall, he's thinking about tax deductions already. You know what I mean? Okay. Still waiting, folks. We're waiting. We got plenty of tape. We got plenty of airtime. So we're ready.
Well, Mike, I guess these aren't the kind of lights that have to warm up. They can just turn them right back on.
Hey, a lot of birthdays going on this week, too, Rob. I know these lights right here, really. Yeah. And, of course, the thing about it, it does take a while with these mercury lights to come back on. But anyway, we'll get that cover right there. Unless there is a problem with the lights. I don't know. It could be. Can't tell from here. But like I said, a lot of birthdays coming up this week. Of course, tomorrow I'd like to wish Miss Patty Helton a happy birthday, along with Lori Tierney, celebrating their birthdays on the 29th, and also Lisa Reagan on the 29th. And, of course, coming up the 30th, happy birthday to Chrissy Sims. November 1st, Monday, happy birthday to Beverly Hammonds.
Try to restrict your movement as much as you can.
And, of course, Rob, and, of course, my birthday is Sunday. Happy birthday to myself.
Happy birthday, Mike.
All right, I was waiting for you to do that. Okay.
You're going to be 39, right?
39, or 38, I can't remember.
38, 39, what's the difference, huh?
Maybe 36, 36.
Of course, Mike, for some reason, it doesn't surprise me that you and Lisa Reagan and Patty Helton, your birthday's on Halloween weekend.
Okay, I appreciate that. Rob, looking right now, they could be a problem with the lights. I don't know. we're back, baby.
I tell you what, I wish I had a helmet and some shoulder pads on. I'd like to have been on that little midfield meeting right there.
There's the Highlanders in those brand new, bright, shiny, Penn State-looking football helmets. That was Coach Benny Hammond's surprise. And Rob, you got to remember, good guys wear white. I think we got the lights about fixed here, I think, and we'll be ready to get going here in just a moment. Rob, this is most emotion between the two football teams, two bands, visiting crowd, home crowd, that I've ever seen a high school football
Mike, I've never seen anything like it, playoff games or anything. Even all the GP Seymour games, I've never seen this much hype before the game on the part of the fans and the players, coaches, cheerleaders, bands. Everybody's getting into it. We were here 45 minutes before game time, and it was crazy.
First time in a long time, GP's wore white on white on white. Captain's getting ready to meet at the center of the field. Number 83 for the Highlanders, Trey Miller. Number 57, Michael Warner. Number 7, Ryan Clark. GP Seymour football.
I can't believe a fight didn't break out there at midfield with all that going on.
Of course, we have a lot of security on hand here, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of phone calls come Monday morning and stuff like that. But anyway, Gatlinburg-Pittman 7-2, taking on the hometown Eagles of 9-0. Coach Gary Householders. There was a good shot of Coach Benny Hammonds right there in his 28th year at Gatlinburg-Pittman. Assisted by Lee Hammonds, Matt Evans, Neil Estes, Paige Yates, Brad Johnson, and Gabe Teeple. Rob, it's just been an exciting week in the county and the Seymour and Gatlinburg communities. I was able to attend the GP pep rally this afternoon. I'm telling you, it's just overflowed in tonight. It's going to climax here.
Like, I hope that all the enthusiasm continues through 4 quarters of football.
Oh, exactly right. Exactly right. Of course, a high-powered Seymour offense against the run-oriented Gatlinburg-Pittman football squad. Of course, Gatlinburg-Pittman, Rob, 7-2, have played really outstanding defense all football season.
Good look at the GP crowd there. Mike, you see it, the Seymour game, you have people that just make it to one game a year. They definitely make it to this one, but you see a lot of old players. You see a lot of ex-players at these names, like Mississippi down there, Travis Claybo, Adrian Watson, Travis Britt. You can go
Roger Ogle, Keith Whaley, Greg Patterson. Yeah, you can see them.
There's probably a couple of hundred alumni here at the game, man. Great crowd on hand.
Gatlinburg-Pittman cheerleaders on hand. Shannon Arender, Lauren Beebe, Chelsea Gray, Whitney Smith, April Oakley, Hannah Helton, and Honor Landry. And, of course, we have the flag bearers. It's done a great job all season long for this Highlander football squad.
Well, it's been a great football season, everybody. Even I was talking to somebody on the press box a while ago, and they said that the band, this is the best band we've had. Band's been great, cheerleaders. The football team have really excelled. They overachievers. It's just been a great year.
Captain's meeting at the middle of the field, like we said, 83 Miller, 57 Warner, 7 Clark for the Highlanders. A lot of TV stations on hand. Of course, Rob, this is one of the biggest rivals in East Tennessee football. When you were with the Dial County Choctaws, who was your big rival?
Halls High School in West Tennessee. Of course, not Knox Halls, but Halls High School.
Yes.
And, of course, we had the same relationship with Dyersburg that we have with Seville County.
Of course, Rob, the Choctaws of Dyer County started out strong, but so after night they're getting ready to play basketball, right?
They lost big to Milan last week. Of course, Milan, top team in the state. But I'd say it's basketball season for the Choctaws.
Gatlinburg-Pittman 7-2 on the football season. Winners over Campbell County, Claiborne County, Sylvan North, Volunteer, Unicoi County, Union County, and Rutledge. Seymour High School 9-0 on the football season. They've defeated Oliver Springs, Union County, Knox Fulton, Lenore City, Knox Carter, Rutledge, Unicoi County, Claiborne County, Sylvan North, and of course tonight matching up with Gatlinburg-Pittman High School. Of course, Rob, I see a lot of high school football coaches in the stands tonight. A lot of teams are playing tomorrow night. I see Knox Carter here, Scott County's here, probably Fulton's here because one of those teams will be at Gatlinburg-Pittman next week. Whether or not the Highlanders win or lose, Gatlinburg-Pittman home next week, first round of playoffs. Rob, Rob, the stands are full. It's 4 or 5 deep around the track. What an atmosphere for high school football. Gatlinburg-Pittman will be receiving deep for the Highlanders. Standing back at their 10-yard line, number 8, Josh Reagan for the Highlanders. He's in the center. Flank to his left, number 9, Matt Brown. And number 6 on the right, Chris Daly for the Big Blue and Go. Remember what I said earlier, since tonight is Thursday night, the replay will be on Friday morning at 11, Saturday at 11, Monday at 7, and Wednesday night at 7 on Channel 4, downtown Gatlinburg, your government access cable channel.
Mike, one thing that I see already on the part of Gatlinburg-Pittman, usually we come down here, they come here. This is a huge game, and everybody is very tight. You know, it looks to me like the coaching staff and the players are a little loose and coming into this game, which could be good. You know, it's like Collart said in the newspaper, his quote, he prefers being the underdog. And, you know, when you're the underdog, you can just kind of let it all hang out and not worry about making mistakes and just play football.
Harding is going to kick off for the Eagles. Is going to settle down to Daly at the 12-yard line. Little running room, all kinds of running room. Breaks outside up to the 30-yard line. Nice return by Chris Daly. Make that Will Ramsey for the Highlanders. My bad.
Mike, nice return. He did a nice job calling the football. He knew it was going to drop short on the kickoff. He got under it, handled the ball well, and just really did a nice job following his blocks in the wedge and protecting the football. Great start for Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Ryan Clark, he's the quarterback. Scully, the fullback. David, the tailback. Reagan, the halfback. There's a fake right there. Looking. Reagan wanting to go deep. Clark being pressured. Now he can't get away. He's going to be sacked for a 5-yard loss back at the 25-yard line. It looked like he wanted to go deep to Reagan, but Reagan got tied up in the LOS.
Well, I'll tell you, Seymour just did a great job stuffing us on the line of scrimmage right there, not letting the receiver get off the line of scrimmage. And Seymour has a big athletic defensive line.
We call a loss of 6 on the play. Second down, 16 Highlanders at their own 24-yard line. Reagan off the right side, and he's hammered down for a loss of 2 on the play. Who's in on that stop, Rob?
Mike, that was number 22, Barney Dalton, a 6'1", 200-pound junior. And I tell you what, that was an impressive play.
That may be a kid that transferred in from Carter. All-state linebacker.
He basically manhandled our tight end and just stuffed the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, look, there's the middle screen right there to Miller. He has running room to get outside. 35, 40, 45, 50. Knocked out bounds. First and 10, Trey Miller on the reception. Great execution.
Beautiful execution, Mike. That was flawless execution on everybody's part. The offensive line did a great job. Ryan Collard has played very good from the first play. He had to take the sack. He took it. Right there was just perfect execution. He waited to the perfect time to throw the ball. Beautiful football play.
Little new wrinkle, they usually don't go that middle screen to Miller. It's usually to Josh Reagan. So a little deception there by Coach Benny Hammonds and his offensive staff. First and 10 Highlanders at the Seymour 49-yard line. Clark sends twins to the right. There's motion. I don't think he caught it right there. Option left side. Yeah, there's running room right there. Almost a busted play, Rob, but nice, positive yardage.
Well, I tell you, Mike, Ryan Collard is coming ready to play. I mean, they had him. We had motion somewhere on the line of scrimmage. It wasn't called. Ryan Collard had somebody right in his face. I don't know how he got that off.
I tell you, it looked like Brown on the right side, the number 2 man inside, was trying to get up on the line of scrimmage, and as he moved forward, it was snapped right there.
That's one of those.
Ball snap.
That's one of those. Oh, there is a flag.
There is a flag down. I thought that is a correct call there.
I saw the movement. I didn't see the flag.
You know what gets you, Rob? The guy on the far side calls it. The guy in front doesn't.
And it happened and occurred on this side.
Correct. So that's going to be a penalty of 5 yards. We'll back it up. Well, Rob, it's going to be more than that. Maybe there's a clip on the far side. Maybe the play went well. It could have been a clip or a hold on the far side. That had to be the call.
Well, when you play Seymour, you're going to have penalty yardage for clips and late hits. And
Scully on the trap inside picks up 5 up to the 39-yard line. Of course, Robert was 2nd and 25 for the Highlanders. From Seymour High School, Mike Elton, Rob Younger, 9:48 remaining first quarter. Seymour held the first 2 downs, and GP with a big third down pass.
Like, obviously, Gatlinburg-Pittman, in order to win this game, are going to have to pass a lot tonight. Ryan Collart's going to have to move outside the pocket and throw the ball. He's not going to be able to sit up right behind center all night and throw the football.
They toss sweeper outside, maybe picks up 1. We'll call it 2 up to the 40-yard line. 3rd down and about 21 for GP.
First tackle by Ben Morris. 3rd down.
Rob, this Seymour defense can move to the football.
Great team athleticism and speed.
Rob, I like those white helmets. They look good. They look real good. L-right formation for Clark. Reagan off the left side. Not much running yardage. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 21. We'll call it no gain for the Highlanders. So the Highlanders are going to have to punt it away. Of course, the Seymour Eagles have a dangerous punt return team.
Mike, that momentum, that penalty that we got on the nice gain on the option play really stopped our momentum.
So big number 53 on the punt for the Highlanders, Justin Brown. It's a good snap. So looks like the Eagles have a return on to the near side here, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice job by Brown. And the Eagles will take over right at their own 35-yard line. Let's see who the quarterback will be. Of course, number 8, John Schote, and number 10, Jason Davis, been sharing that row all season long after the injury, especially the last couple of weeks after the injury to Davis.
Like, I'm sure they have built this injury thing up to a crescendo and a drama all week.
Yeah. As they send trips to the near side. Shotgun formation. Schope is the quarterback. Inside give right there. A little running room right there. That was number 21, Justin Latham on the carry. Stopped by number 82, Jared Omby for GP.
Mike, Jared Omby and Trey Miller both played a very good defensive end this year. I think both of them have about 12 or 13 solo tackles each. Played very solid position at end.
A little pressure out there. Nice job by Clark coming up. That ball may be loose. Now they're going to say incomplete. Nice coverage by the senior Clark.
I tell you, he's played 5 minutes of great football. If he can play 4 quarters like he has played this first 5 minutes, he is going to be an impact on this game.
Remember, tonight, at the end of tonight's ball game, we'll be announcing the fair end players of the game, offensively and defensively, and also sometime throughout the broadcast, a great trivia question. We had one winner last week. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Schope looks, being pressured, trying to get out of the pocket. A little running room, but he's not going to get the first down as he gets up to the 44-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short. Stop by 57 Warner and 32 Ryan Ogle for the Highlanders.
Mike, one thing that I don't like about Seymour's offense, they have one of the biggest and most physical offensive lines probably in East Tennessee, yet they're playing from a 2-point stance, playing a pass or draw-oriented offense. They're not physical. You can't be physical out of a 2-point stance, and that's a huge advantage for Gatlinburg-Pittman's smaller defensive line.
So Gatlinburg-Pittman holds Seymour in the first offensive possession. Oh, almost blocked right there. That ball's going to settle down and picked up by Brown, trying to get outside, and he's going to be hammered down. That could have been a late hit right there, but they didn't call it there. And GP will take over just inside the 20-yard line. Who almost got a piece of that ball, Rob?
probably number 7, Ryan Clark.
No, I think it may have been 2 David right there.
Okay.
Of course, hey, that could have been a late hit down there. Very, very easy, but they didn't call it. Brown a little slow to get up on that. So the Highlanders take over at their own 19-yard line. With 6:36 remaining in a scoreless ball game. First quarter from Seymour High School. Region championship game between the Highlanders Gatlinburg Pittman, coached by Benny Hammonds, and the Seymour Eagles by Gary Householder. Option right side. Reagan on the pitch, cuts back for no gain right there at the 19-yard line.
One thing you can count on, though, Mike, with Seymour's defense, first of all, they're big and athletic and have a lot of team speed, but they probably have one of the better defensive coordinators in East Tennessee as well. Coach Jim Moore, who formerly Gatlinburg Pittman coach, he's going to have them in the right place at the right time.
Here's one of my old coaching buddies back at GP from 79 through 83, along with Superintendent Jack Parton. Had some good times back then. Second down, 10 Highlanders. Omby motions to the right side. Reagan, the fake, looking across the middle right there. Oh, incomplete right there. Clark's pass intended for Miller on the crossing pattern.
You know, Coach Hammonds is going to have to be very creative in his play calling and using a lot of different formations tonight. With this defense, you're not going to be able to give any tendency and let them key off on you.
Standing room only here from Benton Householder Stadium. This may be one of the largest crowds I've ever seen at a Seymour GP contest. Of course, next 2 years, Seymour will be at Gatlinburg Pittman.
Of course, Mike, after that, the way Seymour is growing, and of course with New Pigeon Forge High School, probably after that series will be in different classifications.
There's a draw, screen to the right side. That's Scully, and Scully drops the football right there at the 15-yard line. So that didn't hurt the Highlanders. Big Warren right there dropping that football. It would have been a loss of 4 on a play. So it brings up 4th down 10, and the Highlanders, Justin Brown on to punt it away again for GP.
Number 22, Barney Dalton of Seymour Eagles. Mike, he's one of the more active defensive players I've seen this year.
Wolf and Latham back standing at the 50-yard line for the Eagles. It's a low snap, but the kick is away. It's a booming kick by Brown, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they spotted at. Look at the angle right here at the 41-yard line.
Mike, is Coach Hammonds telling them to punt the ball out of bounds or at least to the sideline as part of their coverage strategy, or just not going to allow them to have a
Just
return?
looking at the scouting report this week, Rob, I noticed that, they did, have a very concerned about that, but, number 24, Wolf, is a good returner along with Latham right there. So Seymour takes over to their own 41-yard line, 5:34 remaining, no score. Schultz is still the quarterback. Hauser split to the left, along with Massey to the right side for the Eagles. All kinds of pressure out there. Almost knocked down. Now knocked down. Incomplete pass right there. Great pressure. Who by? Number 82, Jared Omby for the Highlanders. And who finished him off there, Rob? Was it 83, Miller?
Mike, both defensive ends did a great job getting pressure on the quarterback. And, of course, the thing that you like to see, Matt Brown knocking the receiver on the ground, putting the receiver on the ground.
Speaking of Matt Brown, his aunt, Denise Dixon, sent home some great hummingbird cake home with Miss Patty yesterday. And I'm telling you, that baby was good last night about 12:30 with a big glass of milk. 3rd and 10, Eagles. Inside give, that's Wolf right there, a lot of speed, cuts back towards the center. He's got 1st down yardage as he goes across midfield down to the 48 of Gatlinburg Pittman. Stopped by 7, Ryan Clark for the Highlanders.
Mike, I see Miss Gail Hauser's son, number 7, Drew Hauser, looks like he's really maybe limping a little bit. Of course, he's 6'4", 190-pound receiver with a load of talent. Of course, his uncle Gary Householder,
Gary Harden,
a star at Carson Newman College when Benny Hammonds was there.
1st and 10, Eagles. That's Shope inside, being chased now by Miller, 83. He gets to the outside. Clark takes a shot at him, can't get him, but he steps out of bounds. And there may be a late flag there. Let's see what the call is. Maybe not there, but the Highlanders fortunate to get away with that.
Well, Mike, when it's a big game like this, they're going to let them play. They're going to let them play just a split second beyond the whistle. They're going to let them hit a little harder. Things that they may have called 4 or 5 ball games ago, they're not going to call in this game until it just totally gets out of control.
Of course, to see one of this no-huddle offense, we'll have to hurry to get our sponsors in tonight. Twins to the left. Wolf on the give inside. Knocked down by 82, Jared Omby for the Highlanders.
Mike, would you say that Gatlinburg-Pittman seniors are ready to play football tonight?
That's one of those games that you always remember, Rob, your senior season against Seymour High School.
Of course, you know, you read that quote in the paper by number 78, Ben Morris, the Seymour tackle, about how, or the householder, Dewey. Big Dewey Loveday said he likes to put his Letterman's jacket on and come up to Gatlinburg and ride around after these games.
Quarterback draw by Schultz. Not much running room right there. Maybe down to the 26. Saw by 82, Omby again, and 72, Bobby Sperling, the bag boy for the Highlanders. That's one thing about a no-huddle offense, Rob. On those quick passes, just like the option play in football, you want the quarterback to be hit every play.
Mike, there's so many different elements to this game that our defensive linemen have not experienced this year. Every play, their offensive linemen are coming out of a two-point stance, which means that it won't be as a physical of a game for them.
As Wolf tries to get outside, he cuts the corner. Still trying to get outside, but he's going to be hammered down right there by 32. Ogle along with 8, Josh Reagan for the Highlanders. So that's going to be 3rd down, and we're going to call it, make it, Rob, 4th down. Ball at the 23-yard line. They must go to right at the 12-yard line. So it looks like Seymour is going to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 6. And they do have a good field goal kicker in Davis. Schultz rolls out, looking, still looking, flags down. That's good for the Highlanders. That had to be a hold. And Rob, from that vantage point right there, it's going to be, that's not going to be the 1st down, which is what the flag is. Ogle 32 on the stop for the Highlanders is what we have here.
Mike, not only I don't think he got the 1st down, I think that's going to have to be a holding penalty on the right tackle for Seymour, if there is such a thing for that an offensive lineman can do.
You don't want to back him up here. You want to decline it right here because it wasn't a 1st down. Official telling number 83, Miller, it's going to be your football, or we're going to back him up. What do we do? Holding? It's been declined, like we said it would be. 1st and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman High School.
Mike, great job by Gatlinburg-Pittman defensive coordinator Neil Estes, but the players on the field are playing football, Mike. That's his hustle and desire. Ryan Ogle got over there and got his hand on Schultz's jersey and drug him down. And the defensive linemen are doing a good job. Something they're not used to is they're going to have to see around these big guys. They've got to fight the draw play, and then they've got to throw the football. But
Clark in shotgun formation. He drops, looks, has a man out there, Brown. He skips it to him right there, incomplete. So that's only the 2nd time all season long as the Highlanders have been in shotgun formation. Of course, on his 3rd possession, Coach Benny Hammonds has elected to go with a different look to give the Seymour coaching staff a little different wrinkle.
Well, Mike, there's no sense in holding anything out of your playbook in a game like this.
Of course, right there in the wideout, you got number 57, Warner, right there. This may be the only one-man screen here. He's not going to go downfield. There's a one-man screen out there, flag down right there. I don't know what the call is going to be here.
Mike, it was thrown deep. The best thing we could hope for is roughing the passer, but Clark's body language isn't really showing that that's what the call is.
Was it thrown deep, Rob? I thought it was one back up here around the 20 near hash. May have been wrong here. That call looked like it's going to go against the Highlanders. Remember, Ace Hardware at Gatlinburg, its owners, Tom and Doc Carver, and their staff are proud supporters of Gatlinburg-Pittman High School football. And also the proud senior Mitchell Allen, who's been employed with them for the last 3 years. And don't forget to stop by Ace Hardware at 1025 East Parkway in Gatlinburg and check out our high-tech paint department, complete with a new selection of colors and matching computer equipment. So it looks like the Highlanders may go back to their base offense right here. A little strange there seeing 57 Warner in the wide slot.
Well, I tell you, penalties, Mike, have really kept the ball on this end of the field in the 1st quarter.
2nd down and 22 for the Highlanders. Clark back under center. He drops, looks. There's a middle screen again to Reagan, trying to get outside. A little running room as he gets up across the 15, up to the 16, 17-yard line where they spot the football. Nice pickup of 7 on the middle screen to Reagan.
You know, great effort by Clark. In a ball game like this, Mike, you're going to have to make plays that are not drawn up on the chalkboard.
Or at least nobody's seen them. Great job of the Gatlinburg-Pittman cheerleaders right there. Who's done an outstanding job all season long. Great job of the pep rally today. So it's going to be 3rd and 15 Highlanders as the flag corps goes by. Clark, he's the quarterback, L right formation. Brown split to the right. Clark rolls out, looking, being pressured. Rolls out again, still looking downfield. Gets the ball upfield. Who's got out there? Stelly. Almost picked up out there. So the Highlanders going to have to punt it away again on 4th down. Great job of Clark.
I tell you, I wish that producer Randall Bryan was here so we could get a replay. That's one of the best moves I've seen by a quarterback. Stop it and start, and just an incredible fake right there to not take the sack or have to get rid of the football. And hey, he found the open man. Just that team speed closed on the ball.
So Brown back on a punt again for the Highlanders. Clock stopped, 2:20, no score, opening quarter between the Highlanders, Gatlinburg-Pittman, and the Seymour Eagles. A little pressure that time. Brown booms it out, and he's going to boom it out of bounds again. That must be the game plan, kick it out of bounds tonight. Rob, if you're a right-footed punter and you're trying to kick it out of bounds, do you want to kick it to the right side or left side?
Mike, it would make sense that it would be easier to kick it to the right side, but if you're on the left hash on a high school hash marks, you're not going to get a very deep punt if you kick it out of bounds to the right.
Correct. All right, so Seymour takes over at the GP 43-yard line. Schultz, he's still in at quarterback. A lot of white helmets in there for the Highlanders. That's more motions. Looking, being pressured and hammered down. Who by? Number 83, Trey the Man Miller.
What a beautiful sack.
Hey, I tell you, Rob, these Gatlinburg-Pittman defensive ends, they've come to play ball tonight.
This Amanda Miller's a little excited in the stands.
Jack staying cool. Jack Jr. staying cool right there. Jack Sr. as well. Loss of 9 on the play on the sack. So it's going to be 2nd down, 19. Eagles at their own 47-yard line now.
Mike, first quarter grade cards. Gatlinburg-Pittman seniors A+.
Going deep to Wolf down the right side, but it's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage for Brown, the little man, number 9.
Like he was step for step with him. You know what you do when the receiver's running that route, you just run with him and you look at that little tag on the back of his helmet that says bike or Rydell or whatever, and you just run with it. When he turns, you turn.
Clock stop. 3rd and 19 Eagles, 1:15 remaining first quarter. Wolf splits to the left. Hauser to the right.
Like you have to think that they're going to take advantage of Hauser's height right here on the crossing route.
Screen back to the right side, make that left side. Ball dropped right there. Nice coverage by 6. Real Ramsey for the Highlanders. That ball was dropped, right, Rob? Couldn't see from here. So it's going to be 4th and 19, and Seymour is going to have to punt the football away.
Mike, I do have a prediction. If there are no points on the board by Seymour, I think we'll see number 10 in at quarterback.
Davis.
Of course, I've played with hip pointers, and they're very painful, but it's one of those things you know you're not going to hurt it any worse than it's already hurt.
Brown hauls it in at the 15-yard line, trying to get outside. Cuts back. A little running room right there. Still looks like there's a lot of late licks coming in on me, Rob, but nevertheless, it's Highlander football.
Number 9, Brown, fearless on the punt returns, Mike.
Remember, Ace Hardware Gatlinburg reminds you to work hard and play safe. Visit their store at 1025 East Parkway and see how you can meet your work and leisure activity needs. And also, Ace Hardware in Gatlinburg can help you get prepared for anything from the Y2K supplies to that camping trip you've been wanting to take. So if you need it, stop by 1025 625 East Parkway, Ace Hardware, and pick it up today. Remember, go Highlanders. Ace Hardware is a place with the helpful hardware folks. Give inside there. I think it was Reagan on the give. Not much running room there. May have been DeVita, see as they umpire. No, it is Reagan right there for the Highlanders.
Harding on the tackle, ball carried by Reagan.
Second down 10, no gain on the play. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play because second down 9 GP. Ball at the 16-yard line, their own 16-yard line, 29 seconds remaining first quarter. Rob Ockaway, the Highlanders have got after it so far.
They have played hard.
Clark's quarterback, L right formation, 2 tight ends. Handoff inside there. Maybe a pickup of 2 right there up to the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Here with 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. And let's see where they spot the football. It's going to be at the 19-yard line, so it's going to be about 3rd and we'll call it 7 when we come back. First quarter score, Gatlinburg-Pittman 0, Seymour 0.
Mike, so far, great game plan by Coach Hammonds and his staff. Great execution on the part of the players, but the thing that really has us going right now is the effort of our seniors.
Remember, Glades Video and Electronics congratulates the GP Highlanders. Record a game with a new VCR for the low price of $100 and watch it on a brand new 32-inch JVC TV for $640. Call or stop in today for other great specials. Bring your ticket stub in tonight and get $1 off that video rental. I was in there the other day, dropping off a video. It was a nice-looking TV. My birthday is coming up. It would be a nice Christmas item as well.
Mike, you have televisions in every room of your house. How can you use another television?
I got a bare wall I need to cut.
Oh, okay. Maybe you could put it on that ironing board that flips out of your wall.
Last week's trivia question, what ex-GP head coach still works for the Sevier County school system? And it's Jess Harrell, who is our dropout prevention coordinator. Of course, Susan Brown did get that question right, and she's even with Frank for the season. So we'll have another great one coming up before this game is over. Clark, quarterback draw, scrambling up to the 20. Ball loose right there. Still loose, still scrambling. Who comes up with it? It's picked up. It looks like Seymour may have come up with it close to the 15-yard line. Number 12, Anthony Harding on the fumble recovery.
Well, I tell you, Mike, this is really going to test our defense, turning the ball over inside the red zone.
And that's one thing we don't want to do. We don't want to give the Eagles a short field to play with. Ball at the 17-yard line. Davis is in at quarterback.
I was right. One thing, though, Mike, that does give the advantage here, playing pass defense inside the red zone is easier than playing pass defense in the open field.
Davis drops, looks, being pressured, still being pressured. Pressured again right there. Ball is almost caught there, but now dropped it at the 14-yard line. Wide open, maybe a little broken coverage there. Still, who put the great pressure on there? I think it was 72 Sperling and 53 Brown for the Highlanders.
Like in the last 2 games, we had a lot of success stunning Michael Warner in the A and B gap and doing some maneuvers with the defensive tackle. And probably at some point in this game, you're going to have to start sending Michael Warner.
Second down for the Highlander, or for the Eagles. That pass is going to be caught for a touchdown on the left side there. 24 Wolf on the reception. Brown could not quite get him on the leap.
Well, that's why they put Davis in, Mike. Comes in, second pass is a touchdown, and actually one of the better thrown balls I've ever seen. And, of course, he goes up and uses his height to catch the ball. It's a beautiful play.
They're trying to get those tall receivers in that mismatch with Brown. Campbell to attempt a PAT. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is blocked. So here with 11:34, Seymour draws first blood. Of course, that short field set up by the Clark fumble. 6-0 Seymour. Of course, Rob, a lot of football left to go.
I'm not sure who blocked that field goal. Was that Ryan DeVede?
Could not tell from this angle here. I don't think that ball had a lot of height anyway.
If we can get on the board, that will be huge.
1 point can mean a lot in a ball game of this magnitude. Remember, Dr. Jeff and Jan Sklar have always been happy to support the Highlanders. Son Ryan, number 7, senior co-captain, starting quarterback and safety, handles all the field goal kicking chores for the Highlanders. Jeff and Janice say, go Big Blue. And don't forget, Jack and Amanda Miller happy to support GP football. Son Trey, number 83, senior co-captain, plays tight end and defensive end. Jack and Amanda say, go Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Of course, Rob, right there, Seymour second. I don't, they got 6 points, but I don't know if you could say that they actually got the momentum there because it's not like a sustained drive. They got points, but I don't know about momentum.
I agree with you, but evidently, obviously, the quarterback for the other team is not lacking confidence at this point either.
Harding's kick is going to settle down to Brown at the 7-yard line. Trying to get outside, still on his feet. And knocked out as he gets up close to the 25-yard line. We may spot it at the 24.
Really nice job. Brown's done a great job all night handling punts and that kickoff. Not a very easy one to handle.
So the Highlanders going to take over. We're going to call it the 24-yard line now. 1st and 10. Clark, he's the quarterback. Reagan split to the left. Now they got Brown to the left. Power slot right formation. Scully on the off tackle play to the left side. He's going to have a lops in there, maybe 2.
Like I'd say that tackle was by big Dewey Householder. Or
Dewey Loveday.
Dewey Loveday.
Come on, Rob. Come on, Rob. Rob missed you last week, but Coach Emily Wells filled in. And, of course, a great soccer game the other night by the Lady Highlanders. 1 goal short of going to the state tournament, but they had a great soccer season. Congratulations to the Lady Highlanders.
Of course, Emily, again, being the region coach of the year.
Clark, I formation, drops, fakes. You got Miller across the middle, up to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 43. Great play action fake. And then the completion on a hot pass to Miller up the middle. 32, Ogle. Number 2, DeVee, check in for the Highlanders. Out comes 42, Brad Myers, and 82, Jared Omby. Highlanders wishbone formation. Wham off the right side. A little running room there. A lot of running room up to the 43-yard line.
It's Mike wishbone formation, something new that the Seymour Eagles haven't seen this year. Of course, that's the second time we've seen it tonight. First time was the opening play of the game where we attempted to go deep on the play.
So that's a gain of 4, and we'll call it 2nd down and a long 5, maybe 6 for the Highlanders at the 43-yard line. That possession started at the 38 instead of the 43. My bad on that. Same formation. Give off the left side there. Hard running up there. Gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play as the umpire there. That was Reagan on the carry. So, Rob, you go to that set, you got Big Scully at fullback. You have the 2 great tailbacks in there, David and Reagan. You can go either side. It's not like you can key on someone.
One thing we talked about early in the game was that Coach Hammonds would have to mix up his formations and plays, left, right, pass, and he has done a great job so far.
3rd and 2, Highlanders. Ball at the 41-yard line. Make that 46-yard line. Reagan left side. He's got 1st down yardage as he powers his way down into Eagle territory at the 49-yard line. I said Reagan. That's 2 to V.
Mike, I think Coach Jim Moore just swallowed his tobacco up in the press box right there.
I think the Highlanders may have ran the wishbone formation maybe 1 play at Union County. Maybe. Can't recall. Too many motorcycles in the background that night. So the Highlanders go out of the wishbone formation. They have twins to the right. Brown to the left. Eye backfield. Reagan on the give. Hammers his way down inside the 46-yard line. We'll spot it, well, at the 46-yard line. We're actually the 45.5 there. Nice give off the left side there. Highlander offensive line, Rob, starting to move the Eagles around.
Doing a nice job. Of course, Coach Wells just pointed out that Jim Moore is on the sideline with no headphones calling the defenses, and he's got his big defensive linemen and his linebackers really coming upfield hard, and Josh Reagan doing a nice job reading his blocks right there and just kind of working through them.
Reagan a give on the give down to the 41-yard line. Because I found out today, Big Josh got a nickname. They call him Coon.
They call him what?
Coon.
Coon.
Coon. I don't know why. I didn't ask. I said, who's Coon? They said, Josh Reagan. All right.
As in raccoon, like coon hunter, raccoon hunter.
I guess. Rocky Raccoon. LF formation. Reagan a give. He's close to a first down yard. He's inside the 40. Let's see where they umpire at.
Mike, big decision time right here. He's going to be short of the first down.
Well, it's no decision right here. I can tell you what Coach Benny Hammond's going to do. He's going to go for it. He's going to be about a half yard short. Clock running, 7:31. Highlanders trail the Eagles 6-0. Mike Henry along with Rob Younger, Emily Wells Potter, Kevin Tierney, head honcho, head cameraman, Strawball. Seymour stacks in there. Looks like the linebackers are coming. Clark, quarterback sneak. And Rob, I don't know from this angle here, he may be a little short.
Mike, from this angle, he looks short. I'm sure they're going to bring the chains out. Our fans are obviously hollering first down.
They're saying first down right
Mike,
there.
he looks like we've got a very good spot on this.
Good spot, ball, perfect spot on the hash mark there. And of course, Coach Gabe Teeple down there saying first down. Let's see what we got here. We may have got it by a half an inch. I think it is first down. First and 10 Highlanders at the Seymour 39-yard line.
You know, Mike, I was worried from our vantage point, the guy on the chain gangs was blocking the football, and they put it up there, and Seymour players were motioning that it was not a first down. It must have been close.
I don't think we got this guy's spot over here, you know, they got the other guy's spot. Highlanders back in wishbone formation, quick snap count. Reagan off the left, nice to David, breaking outside, hammers way down inside the 30-yard line, close to another first down. So the Highlanders giving Seymour that new look with the wishbone there, and of course, when you haven't prepared for that, you know, you're in trouble. You've been in that coaching situation before.
And you know, the interesting thing is we got Coach Hammonds coaching against one of his former assistant coaches over there on the other side, Jim Moore. And I'm sure Jim Moore thinks coming into this game that he knows everything that Coach Hammonds knows, but
great power drive.
Experience is paying off here.
Rob, the way Clark is looking, that was David on the carry. The way Clark is looking when he gets up to the line of scrimmage, he may be calling, you know, a single. Looks like he may be going left or right side, depending on the hole or which side has the fewest numbers. I can't tell from here. That's what it looked like on the last play.
Well, Mike, they may have given him a live color during his snap count, and he has a word in there that means left or right. They just call it to the 2, 4, or 6 hole, and then he tells them whether it's left or right.
That's what he's doing right there. Reagan, right side, cuts back inside. Still running on his feet. He may go 5, 10. He's down to the 1-yard line. I think he is doing that. He's checking off up there. Great job. It's going to be first and go, Rob. I think they're going to spot it maybe at the 3-yard line.
Mike,
great run by Reagan.
You know, the thing that you've got to love about this is you got a GP team coming in here, undersized underdog, and you've got Seymour fans, players, and coaches kind of scratching their head right now. And this will, if we get 6 points on the board right here, this will be huge for our confidence.
David on the carry. He may have got 2 down to the 1-yard line.
Mike, one thing, they're going to really come in there. They're going to bring an extra defensive lineman in or a linebacker right now, go into their goal line defense. Now running this wishbone between tackles is obviously going to be a different ball game.
Well, Rob, that's why GP got through sending in their meat team. I guarantee you right here, the ball at the 2-yard line, meat team in. That's 55 Sperling. And no, that's 55 Sperling. No, is that the, 55 Sperling, 57 Warner. Reagan on the give. What does he have? Touchdown, Gatlinburg, Pittman. Josh Reagan on the give. All right. right, so we're tied up here with 4:58, and Clark will attempt the PAT. Nice 74-yard, make that 76-yard drive for the Highlanders.
Mike, the thing about it, we took it 76 yards running the football on the ground against their big defensive linemen and linebackers, and that's going to have to be a huge momentum shift for us.
Every play in that drive was a run except for the one pass to Miller. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So here with 4:58, Gatlinburg Pittman 7, Seymour 6. That was a momentum-building drive, Rob.
You know, ever since about the first week of June, the only thing I've heard in this county is Jason Davis. Can you say Ryan Collart?
I can. I can spell it. R-Y-A-N-C-O-L-L-A-R-T.
Or is it Jeff Collart?
Hey, great drive by the Highlanders. That was a classic GP Benny Hammond's offensive drive there.
You know, Mike, I tell you one thing. If I was a senior parent, or actually just a parent of anybody on this football team, I would be calling Kevin Tierney at 436-9214 to buy a quality copy of this tape. This might be one you want to keep in your library forever. And of course, you can get these each individual game for $15, or if you want to get the whole season, you can get them for $12 a tape, which includes the highlight film.
Super buy. Super buy. Of course, last week's winner of the trivia question, Susan Brown. Susan, I got your last 2 gift certificates. Got them in my back pocket. I'll drop them in your mailbox again. Hey, we got a football game here from Seymour, Tennessee. Clark to kick off for the Highlanders.
Just this side of Seymour.
Just this side of Seymour. It's a squib kick. It bounds around right there. Now it's picked up by 21. Latham, little running room. Hit hard right there and knocked down by a host of Highlanders. It looked like maybe 16 Daly may have been in on the lick to start with, or was it 22? Ben Hess. We call him Ben Hur.
Ben
was it
Hur.
Ben? Can't tell from here. What a crew going down. Hess, Daly, Nathan Ogle. They tattooed him right there.
Mike,
See?
one thing you've got to think about right here is putting Nathan Ogle in the game, trying some maneuver up front with their defensive lineman, sending Nathan Ogle and letting him put Jess Davis on the ground. Jason Davis.
Davis in the corner, but there's a short snap right there on the give. It's Hardy, little running room. He's got first down yardage as he powers out, squirms up to the 40-yard line. 62, Todd Myers on the stop for the Highlanders. But it's 1st and 10 Seymour. We'll call it the 41-yard line. Clock running, 4:39 remaining. First half of the night's region championship game between the Highlanders and Gatlinburg Pittman. They're in all white tonight, white on white on white, and the Eagles in blue. Low snap. Davis picks it up. Looking. Has Hauser out there. Hauls it in at the 50-yard line. It's going to be close to a first out. Nice football play.
Mike, maybe that's why Virginia Tech offered him early.
That was a rope right there.
Ooh. And, you know, think about it, he just picked up the low snap. He knew where his receiver was, and he did. He threw a rope. And, you know, he threw the out pattern to the wide side of the field from the right hash. And, well, that's arm strength.
Great catch by Hauser as well.
Whose mom is a teacher at Gatlinburg Pittman High School.
Odd, isn't it? Very odd. 1st and 10 Eagles at the GP 46-yard line. Davis drops. Little screen out to the left side. That's the Wolf trying to get outside. It's going to be hammered out of bounds as he gets down inside the 40-yard line. Let's see where they spotted that. Maybe the 39.
Mike, think about it, getting on the board with 4 minutes and something in the half, it would be a comfort zone against anybody except somebody like this that does throw the ball and they can put quick points on the board and move the chains.
2nd down, 3, Seymour. Clock stopped. Davis is still the quarterback. Shotgun formation. They shift around now. There's a clip right there. Throw the flag. There you go. We got the clip right there. As Hauser did come up and tattoo Brown, make that Reagan in the back there. So this baby is coming back.
There's a nice hustle over to the sideline by 57 Michael Warner.
This baby's coming back. Big break for the Highlanders. It seems like Davis hasn't been pressured like show clothes to start with? Just maybe that Seymour offensive line has more confidence in Davis, or what is it, Rob? The Highlanders not doing what they do on defense now as they did earlier, or he has a quicker release.
When you put a player like of that caliber on the field, Mike, he creates a consciousness by all the other 11 players on defense, and you're so worried about where he is and what he's doing. But you've got to start getting somebody in his face.
So we're going to back it up. It's going to be second down and we'll call it 19. Ball at the Seymour 46-yard line.
And, you know, Seymour doesn't really throw a lot of underneath routes in the middle linebackers area. I would have Nathan Ogle all over him.
Davis going deep. He's got Wolf down the sideline. And that ball is going to be almost caught, almost interception. Great double coverage by 7 Clark and 9 Brown.
Mike, he probably threw that ball about 55 yards, 60 yards in the air. And I don't really think that he stepped into the pass. I think he just kind of threw it off his back foot. Beautiful pass, beautiful coverage.
Great pass protection by the Seymour football team. Super standing room only crowd. There's people here I haven't seen in about a year, and we'll probably won't see them again until next Seymour GP game.
Mike,
those next two are up at Gatlinburg.
When the ball's on the -46 on the right hash and you throw to the flag on the left corner, that's quite an arm.
All right, Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Davis up under center this time. Fakes, wants to go deep to Hauser. Is being pressured. And he's going to be hammered down by who? Big number 53, Justin Brown, along with 72, Sperling, the bag boy, and the boy on Crescent Drive.
Mike, Seymour is not the only person that has big, athletic defensive linemen. Justin Brown dominated the line of scrimmage on that play, along with Sperling.
Seymour to punt right there. Trying to get set. They're set now. Brown and Reagan deep. A little pressure out there. Nice punt. It's going to settle down to Brown. Hauls it in at the 25. Wall set up, trying to get outside. Trying to get by one man. Can't do it. But the Highlanders take over at their own 27-yard line. Clock stopped, 2:47. Rob, great defensive series.
Mike, I tell you somebody that gets placed on the All-Madden team tonight. Number 72, Bobby Sperling. You know, you see a lot of guys, you see him coming out, he can barely get to the sideline. You see people with no grass stains on their, he has a grass stain from the top of his new white helmet down to his cleats.
Hey,
I mean, he is working. He's a worker.
He'll be down battles in the morning about 8 o'clock, sacking those groceries too. Let's see if the Highlanders, no, they're back in that I formation. Let's see what they do here. Clark, he's the quarterback. Throws out, looking. Tuck it up and go, Ryan. Tuck it up and go. Now he stops. Oh, nice. Who's he got? Miller out there up to the 45-yard line.
Mike, that was beautiful. You know, the thing about Collart right there, he knew exactly where the line of scrimmage was. Couldn't find his open man, and he's done this all year. He just keeps getting better, waiting to that last second when he could throw it. Then he had the little fake like he was going to pull it down and run, got the coverage off of Miller, and then he dumped it over their heads.
I thought he was running as well. Nice compliment in today's mountain press by Coach Gary Householder. He said that Collart's the best quarterback they've seen since Chucky Wilson at Fulton back in the second game of the season. Pro out right formation for the Highlanders. Collart, he's the quarterback. Scully the fullback. He drops, looks. He's got Brown down the left side. It's going to be almost picked off by Wolf. Should have been picked off by Wolf. It doesn't matter. It's Highlander football.
Mike, good look there at Coach Bruce Ruttenberg on the sideline. You know, of course, I'm sure him and Carl Mays both added a lot of inspiration before the game. There's a good look at Bruce, you know, and this means a lot because his son-in-law is from Seymour.
I tell you.
And, you know, there are a lot of these family situations where you have a husband or a wife from Seymour and one from Gatlinburg.
Of course, Max
and their kids that go to Pigeon Forge.
Of course, Max and Cam, they've sort of moved back up to the mountains, you know. Second and 10, Highlanders, wishbone formation. Reagan trying to get outside. Not much running room there. He's still outside. Maybe was that Reagan? What a job. I thought he was knocked down there, Rob. Great pickup down across midfield at the 49-yard line.
Was that Kuhn?
That was Kuhn. Ball at the, it's going to be third, and we're going to call it a long 4 for the Highlanders. Ball inside Eagle territory. Clock running. 1:40 remaining in the first half. Highlanders on top of the Eagles, 7-6. Same formation. David, he's got running room. He's got first down yardage right there inside the 35-yard line at the 34. Rob, I like his wishbone offense, and Coach Hammonds is giving Clark, we hope, we're going to say, has the ability to check off from one side.
And not only that, it gives the opportunity to feature two tailbacks, and both of those kids have done a great job, and they're two of our better offensive players. Now he's got them figured out a way to get them both on the field at the same time. And I tell you, David's running as hard as I've seen him run. He's gotten better all year.
There's David again. Not much this time. It may be one down to the 43-yard line.
Because he was hit and should have been stopped short of the first down then, and just being physical and running low and behind his pads, which is where he's made his great improvement, and then he got the first down.
So it's going to be second down 9, 1-on-1 remaining as Gatlinburg-Pittman calls their first timeout of the ball game. Of course, Rob, like you said, the two feature tailbacks right there as we get to our weekly stats provided by Coach Lee Hammonds. Of course, Reagan, Big Josh, he's picked up 600 yards on the season on 130 attempts, 7 TDs. David, 100 attempts for 430 yards. So those boys are averaging 4.6 and 4.3 yards respectively. And also TDs, Reagan had 7, David 8. Well, I think the Seymour crowd, I think GP sort of took the Seymour crowd out of this ball game. Seymour was not expecting this. In fact, got here a little early today. We stopped down at the White Star Market right there, and Miss Patty wanted to go in and get a nice little candy bar, before the ball game right there. And of course, she had her nice little GP sweatshirt on, and she said, "I didn't know you were sending me into the ghetto." She said, "I didn't know if I was going to get out of there," because they kept asking me, "Who's going to win that game tonight?" That GP coach in the paper said they were going to get embarrassed. That's what Patty. Let's get back in the car. We're all right. Wishbone formation. There's a fake. Clark rolling out, pressure. Still trying to scramble. Looking. Throws it upfield. Who's he got? David hauled in, knocked out of bounds. We're at the 30-yard line, close to a first down. What athleticism.
I'm sure those all of the college scouts that are in the game watching Davis tonight are enjoying Clark's show.
David's going to come up about a yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. GP ball just outside the 35-yard line. They got to go just inside the 35-yard line. Wing left, that's Omi. I formation. Motion back to the right side. There's a fake. Clark looking, being pressured. Now he's trying to get outside. Looking, still scrambling. Picks up a block. Scrambling back to the right side. He's going to be hammered down there back at the 46-yard line. Well, I tell you, one good thing about that, he didn't throw that baby up for grabs.
Didn't throw it up for grabs, and he ran around for about 20 seconds and ate time off the clock.
But I think Seymour may have called timeout here, Rob. As the loss is going to go all the way back and be a loss of 17 on the play. 4th and 17, GP at their own 46-yard line.
One thing about it, Clark's going to be exhausted. He's going to have to get a lot of water and get off his feet at halftime.
Warmest night we've had in a while.
There's a good look at Coach Hammonds. Ran back, and then ran back out.
What do you think? Think we'll punt here, Rob? You got a punt here.
Well, you can't give the ball to. Davis can definitely throw the ball from there to the end zone. We're talking about 4 shots, probably 2 shots at it.
Of course, the Highlanders, David, he's the snapper. Let's see what the Highlanders are going to do here. I think Coach Hammonds will send his punting unit onto the field. Here they come now. David, he comes in. Sperling comes in. Brown, he'll punt. David will snap. It's a low snap. Great hands from Brown. Get it off, Jason. There you go. Cover, boys. Cover. Great job of Brown. He could play shortstop.
I tell you, that was close. I think if they would have blocked it, it would have taken their hand off, though.
21 seconds left. 21 seconds left in the first half. Ball's going to be back at the 25-yard line. Seymour, I think, Rob, 2 timeouts left. What a first half of high school football from well, just this side of Seymour, Tennessee. Highlanders probably going to play a little loose. Got man coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. Davis drops, looking, wants to go deep, being pressured. Has a man downfield, he's got a man wide open. That's number 4, Massey, who got behind coverage. So Seymour strikes long on the 75-yard pass play. Davis to Massey, 7 seconds left in the first half. I say Seymour will probably go for 2 right here. So Seymour calls timeout here, Rob.
Unbelievable. You know, the thing about that, like he threw that ball on the run, running to his left and threw right.
Tough break for the Highlanders. So the Eagles will go for 2 here to try to get back at Miss PAT. So Seymour to go for 2. Davis, he's the quarterback, shotgun formation. Moore splits out to the left. Davis drops, looking. Has a man across the middle, it's knocked down, so big break right there for the Highlanders. The Eagles do not get that 2-point conversion.
I can't believe that was knocked down by 32 Ryan Ogle.
So here with 7 seconds remaining in the first half, it's the Eagles 12, the Highlanders 7. Of course, remember, coming up at halftime, a great performance by the GP Marching Band under the direction of Ron Hicks, assisted by Mark Harrell. As you get a look at the hundreds, thousands of GP fans on hand here tonight. There's no school tomorrow in Tennessee. Sleep in till about 11, then you watch a replay here on Channel 4. Gatlinburg, your government access cable vision. Bob, 7 seconds well, you think Seymour will go for the onside kick or kick it deep?
I would think that they would squib kick it.
So, of course, Davis, a field goal kicker, and usually kicks off. He probably can't kick this week because of hip horn. Get on it, boys. Ryan Ogle, good job right there. So the Highlanders here with 5 seconds. Take over at their own 38-yard line. So let's see if Gatlinburg-Pittman, see if they're going to go up on top or just run a play and go in here at halftime.
It's a good look at Verlin Whaley working on Collard's arm there.
Tad Mitchell in at quarterback right there. Can't tell from this angle here. Did Clark get hurt on that tackle, Rob? Trying to attempt to tackle on the touchdown reception. Can't tell from here. Anyway, it's halftime here at Seymour. The Eagles 12, the Highlanders 7. We'll be back for the second half kickoff after you enjoy the Highlander marching band. Back here at Seymour High School, Benton Householder Field, getting ready to start the second half kickoff. First half score, Seymour 12, GP 7. Seymour converted Rob on that 75-yard touchdown pass with less than 10 seconds to go. Big momentum building going, but I feel like the Highlanders did what they wanted to do on the ground in the first half.
Mike, they did prove to themselves and to Seymour that they can play defense and they can move the football. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Hammonds and Coach Neil Estes talked about doing something to affect Jess Davis not being able to just get the football off. I would have to think they're going to put a lot of pressure on him and just really go after him.
A short kick right there. Good return up to the 45-yard line. But number 18, that's Jacob Cheatham for the Eagles. And on the stop, 55, that's Sperling, and 82.
Mike, think about this game. Everybody is going to be so spent emotionally and physically after this game. I mean, starting in at the beginning of the week, but even an hour before the game tonight, it was just crazy.
Davis, he's still the quarterback. Highlanders may be going after him. Hand off inside, that's Hardy. He's at the 50, cuts back, 45-40, 35. Ben Chase finally knocked out by 2. David down at about the 20-yard line. Somebody had a shot at him back at the line of scrimmage. Rob couldn't pick up that number there, but Seymour, big play to open the second half. Remember, next week, Gatlinburg-Pittman will be at home in a first-round playoff game, either as region champions or region runner-ups. The opponent, you just have to read the papers. You don't know yet. All kinds of possibilities in Region 2. Game time, 7 o'clock. All playoff games are 7 o'clock. There's a snap inside to Harding again. Cuts inside, back outside. He may get into the end zone. He's going to be short there. Spotted inside the 5-yard line. Stopped by 2, Ryan David for the Highlanders.
Mike, another dimension of Seymour's offense is that draw play. I mean, you're so conscious of the pass and Davis and the tall athletic receivers, and then he just hands the ball off. And the challenge to your defensive lineman is you've got to see around those big offensive linemen and pick that ball up.
Moore off the left side. Does he get in? Can't tell from here. He's going to come up a little short there, so it's going to be second and go, Seymour. From the 1-yard line. Davis on the sneak. Does he get in? Touchdown, Seymour.
Davis accounting for a lot of offense in a quarter and 1 minute of football.
I think GP, they're going to try to get after in the second half, but, those 2 big running plays to Harding, when Davis back here in shotgun formation, go after him, and those 2 long running plays, the linebackers just ran right by him, getting knocked to the side. So Seymour, they're going to go for 2 here, leading the Highlanders 18-7. More motions to the left side. Davis drops, looks, has a man in the flat. It's caught by Wolf out there, but he's not going to be in the end zone, so the 2-point PAT falls short. So here with 10:50 remaining in the third quarter, it's Seymour 18, Gatlinburg-Pittman 7. Remember, Jerry and Susan Brown are proud to support the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. Son Justin, number 53, is the junior, playing offensive and defensive tackle and handles the punting duties for GP. Jerry and Susan say, "Go Big Blue." And don't forget Dr. Robert Mahan, First Man of Gatlinburg, which is located next door to Ace Hardware, is proud to support the Gatlinburg-Pittman football team. Dr. Mahan says, "Go Gatlinburg-Pittman, go Big Blue, Wrecking Crew." Rob, of course, later on, we need to come up with our trivia question, which was discussed extensively at halftime.
And all week. Mike, one thing that I've noticed during halftime and between this series here, they're really doing a lot of work on Trey Miller's knee. See him right there, Berlin Whaley, and his help wrapping the knee.
So Harding to kick off. Reagan, Ramsey, Brown deep for GP. Brown's going to take out the hop at the 18, cuts back inside, a little hole right there, ball loose right there. Who comes up with it? Seymour does. But a couple of flags, they may have grabbed a hold of Brown's face mask. It looks from this vantage point right here. And if we ever get our producer back off maternity leave, maybe we'll have it. Of course, we'll have it back at home next week. Back in the friendly compounds of Gatlinburg-Pittman High School, Hammondsville.
Of course, Mike, run down the playoff scenario for us the best you can at this point.
Let me find it, Rob.
And, of course, for those watching the game, the replay tomorrow, this might be of some help. Of course, on Saturday, everybody should know.
In Region 1, it's simple as this. The winner of the Gatlinburg-Pittman Seymour game is first, the loser is second. Sullivan North is third, Rutledge is fourth. All right, Region 2, which would be all four of those teams' opposition. It gets a little technical here. You just have to read the paper and decipher it yourself. Okay, it's between Fulton, Kingston, Scott County, and Carter. If Fulton wins, Fulton is first, Kingston is second, Scott County is third. Fulton and Scott County play tomorrow night. If Scott County wins and Kingston wins, Kingston's first, Scott County is second, and Fulton is third. If Scott County wins and Kingston loses, Scott County is first, Fulton is second, and Kingston is third. And then Carter is fourth any way you look at it. So, bottom line, if the Gatlinburg-Pittman is victorious in this ball game, they will host Carter. It's as simple as that. And if they lose, they'll be the second place team, and they'll play the third place team out of Region 2, and that could be one of three teams at this point in time. Officials took a little while to figure that baby out there, Rob, but the call was face mask call against the Eagles. So Gatlinburg-Pittman, good field position at their own 40-yard line. Still plenty of time in this ball game. They trail Seymour 18-7, 10:44, second. Make that third quarter. Wishbone formation was so good to the Highlanders first half. Good job by David, breaking it inside the 45, or up to the 45, rambles out to the 46-yard line. Nice pickup of 6 by the junior running back, David.
Josh David playing great. You know one thing, Mike, when you have young high school players and you're down a couple of touchdowns, they're just so excited to be in the game and be playing against somebody like Seymour. They're really not even conscious that they're just trying to do the best they can. Momentum doesn't have an effect on those players like it might an older player that's been in a lot of games.
Well, our spotter, part-time producer, Emily Wells, said you said Josh David. Same formation. Reagan, right side running room, first down yardage. This is up to the 50, down inside Seymour territory at the 48-yard line. So the Highlanders moving. For Gatlinburg-Pittman, Rob, first half, excellent 76-yard touchdown drive for the touchdown. And, of course, Coach Benny Hammonds being patient, staying with that wishbone this second half. Scully's a fullback. Reagan, the left back. David, the right back. That's David. Powers his way down inside the 44-yard line. Nice pickup of 3. Mitchell Allen getting after it right there, number 60. Rob, really impressed with this Highlander offensive line this second half. As you're sipping that nice cup of hot coffee from the
Coffee Loft,
provided by Kevin Tierney.
Mike, and I tell you, it's that time of the year to go down to the Coffee Loft and get a coffee or a cappuccino or an espresso. And of course, some of you might like a piece of cheesecake, or they have bagels, and that's just a great place to hang out on a winter afternoon.
Reagan, right side, down inside the 41, close to the 40. See where they spotted at. Great line movement by the Highlanders. Of course, Rob, also, you know, I had about 3 cups of that Java right there, and hey, it'll perk you right up.
I'm ready to play. So, go to the Coffee Loft, and you know, if Kevin's down there working, you can talk to him about buying tapes for the game. You can buy them individually, or you can buy the entire season on tape.
3rd and 3, GP at the Seymour 41-yard line. Still in that wishbone formation. Clark, he's checking off. Making the call to line of scrimmage. He fakes, he bootlegs. Being dumped back at the 48-yard line. So tough break right there, so the Highlanders going to have to punt it away. Super crowd on hand tonight. 3 and 4 people deep around the fence, as we knew it would be.
Like there are people on the fence all the way around the entire track. Plus the stands are packed.
Brown to punt. It's a good snap, plenty of time. He gets a boomer. Wolf is going to call for the fair catch at the 23-yard line. So GP on their first possession of the second half come up short after 2 first downs, and Seymour takes over at the 23-yard line. Remember, Mike and Cindy Warner are proud to support Gatlinburg-Pittman High School football. Michael, number 57, is the senior co-captain, plays offensive guard and middle linebacker for the Highlanders. He's also a member of the 1,000-pound club with a total lift of 1,185 pounds. Mike and Cindy say, go Gatlinburg-Pittman High School, go Big Blue and go. Davis is still the quarterback. He drops, there's a give to Harding inside again. Oh, nice lick there. Who was it coming up? 9 Brown, assisted by 82 Omby, who's still down right there.
Mike, we've got 2 players down, and both of them, one's holding the knee.
You can't tell. There's a couple of flags through quick, Rob. I don't know what the call was here. Using that percentage of the field right there at that area, that's usually some type of hold. Can't get that number here. It's this side, 82 is Omby. I see Warner out there. I see 62 Myers. Is it Big Brown 53, or do you see him? You see him on the field? Well, Big Brown's in there, 53.
Like, I don't know, but number 74 for Seymour went running over as soon as this player went down to the ground.
What, running over where?
Over to our injured player, and as soon as the flags flew.
I think Omby maybe just that was 70 right there, Nate Dennis. Is that right knee that's been bothering him? Like Omby may have a cramp. So the clock is stopped here with 7:24 remaining in the third quarter. Seymour on top of the Highlanders, 18-7. Remember, next week, Gatlinburg-Pittman back at home, first-round playoffs after being on the road for 3 weeks. And of course, Rob, this afternoon I was getting ready for the ball game. You know, I even thought about wearing shorts. It was a little warm this afternoon until that sun goes down.
Number 82, Jared Omby, coming off the field.
Okay, so after the penalty.
One thing about Seymour, you know, they don't have any benches for the visitor side. You know, you come off the field, you don't have anywhere to sit down. There are no benches for the visiting team on Seymour's sideline.
Coach Household needs to put that in his budget next year.
I'd say they're in his broom closet right now.
Davis, quarterback draw, trying to get me. Oh, he's hammered right there by a host of Highlanders. Wow, nice pressure there by 72 Sperling, the bag boy. And that's the Battle's sack of the game. That's what you got to do, get after Davis right there.
You really do, but you know he's a great athlete, Mike. You still have to rush it and keep your rush lanes. You can't. You've got to keep two guys contained, at least two guys rushing up the middle. You can't. You've got to stay in your rush lanes, or he'll just pull it down and make a big play out of it.
Davis up under center this time. I formation, twins to the right, one wide out to the left. There's a handoff Harding inside that, and Moore. Looks like he may have been went down by the old face mask right there. They didn't call that, did they?
Another play by number 72, having an incredible game.
Look from this angle here, he hooked him, didn't he? Third down, and we'll count, well, about 18 for the Seymour Eagles.
You know, that's going to be one of those tackles when you go back and watch the film. He's going to like that one.
Split backs, Davis up under center. Veer left side, not much running room there, up to the 20-yard line. That was Moore on the carry. So it's going to be well short of the first down, so Seymour is going to have to punt the football away here. Clock running, 5:30 remaining in the contest. Ramsey and 55 Sperling in on the tackle for the Highlanders. Standing deep back at midfield. 2. We'll get it straight here in a second. As the kicker's going to settle down to Brown. He doesn't settle with it. Does get the GP rolling. It banks up. So GP, excellent field position at the 48-yard line of Seymour. Rob, look behind us there. You see the nice new Seymour Middle School along with the primary school over there. And there's a lot of people parked over there. Just walked right over here. Somebody said Marty Nicely always parks at the White Star Market.
I saw Ian Nicely at the ball game. I asked him if Marty was here.
Marty was here. I think we saw Marty down there at somebody. Okay. Left formation for the Highlanders. Reagan on the give inside there. Pickup of a couple down to the 46-yard line. Brad Myers, 42, checks in. Brown checks out, number 9 for the Highlanders. Second down, 8. Clock running, 4:34 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders need to put points on the board. David Crossbuck running one. Powers his way down to the 41-yard line. Make that the 36-yard line. I got my math straight in a minute right here. First and 10, Highlanders. Highlanders out of that wishbone formation this drive. Remember, great trivia question coming up sometime. Now they're back in that wishbone formation. Reagan on the give. Maybe a gain of 1 down to the 35-yard line. As the umpire, we'll see.
You know, great bag of tricks there by Coach Hammonds. I'm sure Jim Moore has broken down and watched every play and every formation that we've done in the last 2 games, plus what he's had from other games, put it into his computer, has every tendency from every place on the field, and Coach Hammonds comes out in a wishbone.
As Nathan Dennis being attended to on the sideline, a big bag of ice. Melanie Watson, sister of spotter Emily Wells, down there providing her assistance. Of course, she's a member of that Fort Summers therapy staff. David, left side, 30, 25, cuts outside, now cuts back inside, down to the 16-yard line. First and 10, Highlanders.
You know, David having a big night. You know, every game we keep talking about him getting a little bigger and a little better. You know, spending another winter and summer with Bruce Ruttenberg in the weight room, he's going to come back tough next year.
Definitely the feature back for the Highlanders next year.
You know, think about David, he's going to be probably 6'2", you know, pushing 200 pounds with great speed. and now he's learning to be a good running back.
Reagan right side gets a little bit, maybe down inside the 15, maybe at the 14. So a pickup of 2 on the play. Second down, 8 Highlanders, clock running, 2:45. GP needs to put points on the board here.
Mike, one great thing we get down here, if getting the ball inside the 10-yard line, wishbone formation, bootleg to the wide side of the field, and let Clark be an athlete.
Brown spits out to the left side, still in that wishbone formation. Scully hits the big fullback. David, left side, not much running room there. He's going to lose a couple back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Definitely in two-down zone. Rob, you down 11 points. It may, well, field goal range, put the game back into 8. So it may not be two-down territory. Depends on down and distance, wouldn't you say?
Mike, we're really getting close to the 4th quarter here. I'm sure Coach Hammond really feels like he needs to get six out of this.
High formation, Brown to the right. Omba, he's back in there to the left side. Could be the old bootleg pass. Clark drops, being pressured. Has a man across the middle out there. Ball's overthrown there. Good job by Clark just getting that ball off.
That's one of those plays, Mike. I said he's just going to have to make it not like it's drawn up on the chalkboard. Seymour and their athletes are going to do some things to change our offensive play. Great adaptation there.
So GP is going to attempt the field goal. It'll be a 33-yard attempt to see where Clark spots the tee here. It is at the 23, add 10 onto it. So Reagan to hold, David to snap. Highlanders trying to put points on the board here. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is long enough. Is it good? Yes. So here with 1:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Highlanders cut it to a touchdown and a 2-point PAT. Remember, Dr. Bob and Patty Dennis have been loyal supporters of Gatlinburg-Pittman High School for several years. Son Nathan, number 7, is a senior, plays offensive tackle and defensive tackle. Dr. Bob and Miss Patty say, go Big Blue and go. And don't forget, Roger and Kathy Ogle of Ogle & Sons Construction, with 20 years of experience, are proud and happy to support the Highlander football team. So Ryan, number 32, is a junior, plays defensive. He plays linebacker on defense. I started to say defensive linebacker. Can't do that. And also offensive on question. Wide out on offense. We'll get that straight. We have so many trivia questions to choose from that, Emily, I'll just let you pick it tonight. You know, we got about 17 on file here. Of course, we also had 2 trivia questions last week. Second one was not answered. I will give that to you and the answers in just a moment. Clark to kick off. Strange return. He ran about 40 yards, but just got about a net 8 on it. Of course, last week's second trivia question was name all the principals in the history of Gatlinburg-Pittman High School. And there's 8 of them. Gene Husky, Bon Whaley, Terry Sweeney, David Dowdy, Mike Richardson, Dub McIntosh, Joe Zavona, and current principal Don Betts. 8 into 35, that's a lifespan of about 4 years.
Well, it's kind of like the coaching profession.
And Rob, out of those 8, who had the longest tenure? Joe Zavona. Davis drops, looks across the center, ball kicked off. Ryan Ogle, 25, 30, still on his feet. Down inside the 20-yard line. That'll knock the wind out of yourselves, baby.
Number 32, Ryan Ogle, son of former receiver Roger Ogle. Great interception before the 4th quarter.
Of course, Davis threw that ball so hard that it just stuck right between Ryan Ogle's numbers right there. But hey, we'll take it. Highlanders great field position at the 16-yard line. 1:04 in the third quarter.
Mike Rogerogle has chewed his fingernails down to the nub down here watching this ball game.
David outside, inside, hammers his way down inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 8. He's a man on a mission tonight. He's having a banner night. And the Seymour crowd is quieting down, starting to quiet down. Second down 2. Ball at the 12-yard line, 8-yard line. David off the left tackle. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to have it right at the 5-yard line if we get a good spot.
Mike, it does look like a first down. Ryan David's doing a nice job being aware of where the first down line is and protecting the football. Right now, you have got to cover and protect the football.
And we have another Highlander down.
Like, I don't really think he's hurt. If anything, he has a cramp.
Of course, Rob, this time of year, usually most cramps occur during the first part of the season when swarm. Typically, you get cramps this time of year. That's because you're going all out.
You're giving this kind of effort, yeah.
Rob, who's the Buccaneers have next week? Tough break last week.
Tough break. Furman really put it on him. We were having such a great year.
As a Highlander gets on his feet right there, that's number 2, David.
Like he's walking like he had a cramp in his calf.
Those things sting and they hurt. But it is first and go for the Highlanders. Ball nose just outside the 5-yard line.
But the thing is, Mike, he doesn't have anything, a place to come sit down over here and get off his feet and get worked on.
Highlanders still in wishbone formation. Almost in the backfield. Reagan right side. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1.
Well, he got hit deep in the backfield, and he did a nice job of not getting thrown for a big loss right there. He kept fighting it and did get the ball back up to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the end of the third quarter with a score. Seymour 18, Gatlinburg-Pittman 10. Rob, we got a big quarter ahead of football tonight.
Huge quarter of football coming up.
There haven't been any fans leave this ball game. Remember, top 10 rankings this week, Class 5A. We'll give you the top 5 teams. Oak Ridge is 1, Riverdale is 2, Bradley Central 3, Kingsport 4, Lincoln County 5. Class 4A, Elizabethton is 1, Tresvant 2, Melrose 3, Cleveland 4, Fairleigh 5. Class 3A, we'll give you the top 10 here. Milan's 1, Portland 2, Ridgeway is 3, Covington 4, Seymour 5, Jackson Southside 6, Fulton 7, Page 8, Martin Westview 9, Sequoia moves into the top 10 at number 10. Class 2A, Tyner is 1, Good Pasture is 2, Harpeth is 3, Union City 4, Huntington is 5, and in Class 1A, Price Presbyterian is 1, Trousdale County 2, South Pittsburgh 3, University School of Jackson is 4, and Moore County is 5. So the loss goes back to the loss of 1 back at the 6-yard line. Scoreboard says 7, but we're going to call it the 6 because it's closer to the 6 than it is the 7. Second down goes from the 6, Gatlinburg-Pittman. LF formation. Highlanders got the meat team in there. Reagan left side. Running room. Does he get in? Touchdown! Josh Reagan, the Coon.
Mike, basically what they did is they put their meat team, got Big Michael Warner in there, running behind Justin Brown and his side of the line, and just popped it in there and just really had a great line surge. Josh Reagan did a nice job.
And you can bet the mortgage that we're going for 2.
You know, the beauty of the situation that we're in right here, if we go for 2 and we're successful, we tie it up. If not, field goal puts us in great shape.
As it looks like Gatlinburg-Pittman may have called the timeout. Can't tell from here. Did David get back in? Did he get back in the ball game there? Can't tell from this angle here. Gatlinburg-Pittman players starting to get the fans into this ball game. The fans are in this ball game.
Mike, the fans were into this ball game an hour and a half before it started. Of course, I'm sure they had a great pep rally. I know Hannah was fired up. This is going to be her first Seymour game.
Yeah, she's excited about that. She talked about it all week. Of course, she's got a first cousin that cheers for the Seymour team. She said, I can't speak to her even if I do see her. It's Seymour. This is not blood, it's Seymour.
I wonder how many husband and wife that we have where one is on one side and one's on the other side tonight.
So GP to go for two. They got the meat team in there with Warner and Sperling. Reagan's the tailback. Reagan on the give. Does it get in? Can't tell from here. Looks like she's going to come up short. So the Highlanders still in good shape right there. Even though they didn't get the two-point conversion, it's with under, striking distance, like you said, on a field goal, Rob.
Mike, a lot of football left to play. The way this game has gone, 11 minutes and 45 seconds is an eternity of football. You know, one thing, you see Coach Hammonds is more active on the sideline tonight. There's a good look at Melanie Watson and Bruce Ruttenberg.
Number 2, Ryan David, not Josh David, as sometimes it's called. Don't see Nathan Dennis on the sideline. Can't tell from here as Gatlinburg-Pittman cheerleaders starting to throw his balls out. And of course, Coach Wells, where they're throwing right there. Where they're throwing right there. I don't think there's any softball players out there. Is that correct? Hannah throws like her mom. I saw that shot right there. Hannah's on the second lane of the track right there. I think it did make it to the fence. So Clark to kick off. Rob, I'm gonna focus right here on Ben Hess going downfield. It's a squib kick right there. Oh, almost breaks through right there. So good field position for the Eagles at the 46-yard line. A lot of football left, like you said. Stopping number 50, that's Ogle, Nathan Ogle, 10, Matt Fisher, and 16, Chris Daly for the Blue and Gold.
Mike, thing that we've got to do here, you're going to have to play great pass defense, but you're going to have to get somebody in Jason Davis's face. They've got him listed at 6'2", and he can certainly throw over you, but with the injured hip, he's going to be a little more limited.
Harding on the give, trying to get outside, cuts back. It picks up first down yardage as it gets down close to the GP 41-yard line. Stop by 7, Clark for the Highlanders. Emily, which trivia question did you decide to go with? You want me to come up with one? I got one if we can come up with it. Davis trying to get outside. He's going to be pressured. He's hammered down right there. Back at the 50-yard line. Sperling first to hit him along with 62 Myers.
Mike, watching big Justin Brown and Sperling chase Jason Davis down, I don't know that I've ever seen a high school kid with that much desire to get to the quarterback.
So a loss of 9 back to the 50-yard line.
They could taste that.
Davis not moving too well, that hip flexor, but hey, that don't matter. There's drops, rolling out, looking, wants to go deep. Being pressured again. He's going to be hammered down. Back at the 41. Who by? Trey Miller, 83.
Mike, the thing about Trey Miller, he was held on that play by the tight end. The official did not call it. He got through the hold, went underneath, and made the sack. And when you got a defensive end that can do that and run down a quarterback, that's something.
Loss of 8 on the play. Third down, 27. Davis still the quarterback. Twins to the left side. That's Hauser and Fulton. Man coverage on the far side. Davis drops, looking, going deep. Massey hauls it in, but out of bounds. He flew right by Brown on that. Hitch and go. So here with 9:42, Seymour is going to have to give up the football and punt it away to the Highlanders. Rob, after this change of possession, I have the trivia question, since y'all cannot decide. That's a good one.
Well, Mike, I can tell you one thing about Seymour's offense. One of the objectives that they had by going to this particular offense, they're not accomplishing. They're not in a
short punt's going to roll dead right at the 34-yard line.
They are not
position.
They are not hurrying our defense. The whole thing with the no-huddle offense is to catch the defense on standing around and not getting ready to play. But they're not. It's not a hurry-up offense. They're not really getting to the line of scrimmage and getting the play called any quicker. We've got plenty of time to get lined up on them and make our adjustments.
This week's Coffee Loft trivia question is: back in 1990. State playoff run for the Highlanders. I'll come to it after this play. Don't have time to right now. We may not have one. I'm going to fall off this roof. David, left side. Not much running room. He's going to lose about one there. Trivia question for this week. Back in 1990 when GP made their state playoff run all the way to the semifinals that were known as the Road Warriors. Name all 4 schools that was on the road to during that playoff series. And you can call me 436-4624. I think Susan Brown and Frank Moore have my number on speed dial.
And of course, the winner of the Coffee Loft Lorelei Candles trivia question receives a $10 gift certificate to the Coffee Loft Lorelei Candles.
Of course, good job with Kevin Tierney tonight filming. Great shots of the crowd, all the pregame commotion, lights going out.
I agree with you. We need to get Randall Bryan back from maternity leave so we can get the instant replay up and going again. How much time, Kevin, do we give somebody on from maternity leave from the Highlander Broadcasting Group?
Gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 8 Highlanders. Clock running, 8:18 in the contest. Trailing Seymour by 2. This may be the bootleg pass, Rob. I called it. Clark looking, has a man across the middle. Oh, thrown right there, intended for Reagan. So GP is going to have to punt the football away. Brown on the punt for the Highlanders. Wolf and Latham deep for the Eagles. Brown's punt is away. It's a good punt. Fair catch call by Latham inside the 35-yard line at the 34. So Seymour takes over here with 7:55 remaining in the contest. Rob, let's go ahead right now and give the Fairfield players of the game. And who is it?
Mike, I don't think we could do it any other way. I think the Fairfield players of the game, we won't do an offense, defense, or special team. We'll just go ahead and say that the players of the game are the seniors.
Great senior performance by this Highlander crew.
You know, the coaches have done a great job, and the coaching staff, and Carl Mays and Bruce and everybody that's involved. But basically what's carried this team, and we've had such a good gamer because of our seniors.
Little shovel pass. That's Wolf trying to get outside. He's not going to get outside. Buckle down, buddy. Hunker on down and take out a hit. That's the way to stick it in there. Just quit.
Mike, I tell you something. Of course, we had several players on the tackle, Josh Reagan being one of them, but Trey Miller, it just amazes me how fast he is. You know, he plays tight end and defensive end, but he runs quarterbacks down, and he averaging about 17-yard receptions. Maybe I'm just so surprised because I know Jack Miller. I'm sure he gets his speed from Amanda and her side of the family.
Loss of 8 on the play, 2nd down 18. Clock running, 7:13. Davis drops, looking. Has a man deep downfield. Ball's going to be overthrown there. Miscommunication on the coverage right there.
Mike, there's a flag on the play. One thing we've got to be careful for here is a late hit on the quarterback.
That was close to the line of scrimmage right there. That may have been holding, I think, where that ball's at.
You know, one thing that could happen with this Seymour team is things start going bad for them. There could start having a little dissension among the members there.
Rob, what do you do? You back him up here? Do you back him up here, or do you decline it? We back him up.
I back him up. Yeah. Of course, when you're making these decisions against Seymour and somebody with the unique arm strength of Jess Davis, it does factor in.
Jason Davis.
Jason Davis. Why do I call all quarterbacks by their dad's name?
It's that offensive line mentality. Second down, 23.
Hey, I'm just lucky I can remember anybody's name.
There's Wolf on the look, ball loose. Highlanders pick it up. Go, baby. Go, Warner. Get in, baby. Touchdown. Michael Warner. The scat back. Oh. Who made that lick? Is that little Brown or Reagan? I can't tell from here. One, go for one, right here. One. No. 22. You go for two. You gotta go for two here. Right, Rob?
Gotta go for two.
Woo, baby!
Wow. Michael Warner, scooped it up. I didn't know he was that fast.
I see Mike down there. Mike's going crazy. City Commissioner Mike Warner. Number 57 in your program. He could run for city commissioner right now and beat his dad.
I'll vote for him.
Big Mike.
Who made the hit to jar the ball loose?
Rob, what a football game.
Oh, wow. Mike, this is...
Got it. I got it. That was Little Brown on the hit. GP going for two. If they get it, and it's a 6-point game, which would force Seymour, if they do score, to get the PAT. Of course, Davis, their extra point man, number one man, injured, not doing the kicking duties tonight. So the Highlanders going for two here. Neat team in there. Reagan on the give. Can he get in? Does he get in? What's the call? He didn't give it to him, baby. Where's it at? Oh, man, his movement going forward. What's the call?
They're saying that he did not get in. Mike, Seymour has to score a touchdown.
They're going to have to throw the football.
6 minutes, 53 seconds, Mike. That's still a lot of football.
Of course, Rob, what do you do right here? The last three kickoffs, Clark has kicked it short. Of course, we're trying to keep it away from the dangerous speed back there, Latham and Wolf. What do? Do you kick it deep or what?
Mike, I agree with the philosophy of the squib kick. I would just keep it, I would kick it harder and deeper and still continue to do the squib kick, but not make a longer kick.
Hey, what a ball game. 6:53, Highlanders on top, 22-18 in a classic Seymour GP battle. Great look of Jeff Clark right there. And a host of Big Chip Miller.
One of our former college All-Americans that played at GP.
At Appalachian State. Lisa Reagan,
former University of Tennessee Lady Ball.
Mario Whaley. Ken and Diane Simonis. Here we go, baby. Here we go. He squibs it again. Bounce up, baby. Fisher on the tackle right there at the 38-yard line. So the Highlanders good shape. You can bet it all. They're going to throw that football.
Mike, one thing that you do when you do that short squib kick right there. You always have that opportunity for it to bounce off of a player's shoulder pads and create a fumble on the kickoff.
Davis, he's still the quarterback. He's gone all the way since the first quarter. Twins left, twins right. Davis up under center this time. He drops. Look. Quick. That ball bounced up. Who's got it? Oh! Did we get it? Oh, baby. Tell from this angle right here. Number 9, Little Brown. Little Brown knocked that baby down. Who got their hands up?
Defensive line.
Woo! Baby, man.
Mike, this is still, both teams are still going to have 2 possessions.
Clock is stopped on that incompletion.
Thing is, anytime that number 10 has the ball deep and he's looking to throw, you've got to hold your breath.
He drops. He's look. They want to go deep. That's pass out in the flat. That's Hauser inside GP territory at the 47-yard line. Stopped by 32 Oakland, 2 to Veeds for the Highlanders.
Mike, I'm surprised they haven't gone to Hauser more tonight. I mean, he's 6'4", almost 200 pounds, can fly, great hands. Of course, he looks like he has kind of limped a little bit tonight.
Clock running, 6:21. Seymour on the prowl. Inside give to Hardy. He gets outside, going down the sideline, 1 man to beat. He stepped out way back up here. We're at. They're going to call it.
Mike, he's out about the 27-yard line there. Mike, that really makes it tough on our linebackers and defensive line. Those big linemen set up in pass pro position. They make it look like pass. You get your rush, and then they just kind of wall you off, and they're so big, it's just difficult to run around them and pick that ball up right there.
Highlanders to use a turnover. First and 10 Seymour at the 27-yard line. Harding and give. Again on the give, trying to get outside. Cuts back, hit hard there as it gets down close to the 20-yard line.
Mike, the officials are really letting them play right now. I'm telling you, they're going to have to be careful in there and call that hold when it occurs.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down, 3. Seymour, ball at the 20-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go here at 5:38 and counting. Number 50, Nathan Ogle on the stop for the Highlanders on that last play. Harding and give on the give, trying to get outside. He trips up there, and he's going to lose 2 back to the 22. Third and 5, Rob. Is it passing down? Definitely 2-down territory.
I tell you this, Neil Estes is, I would hate to be sitting in his chair with the headphones right now. You know, 3rd and 5 with the 4 wide, that's a tough call. I'd rather defense 3rd and shorter.
They go to 5 wideouts. Davis, who's the quarterback, he drops, looks, being pressured. It's going to be close to the first down. Can't tell from here, Rob.
Like if he gets a good spot, he's going to get it.
Awful close right there.
Thing is, you got to stay in those rush lanes. You got to have 2 guys contained and your 2 guys rushing in the middle.
Reminds me of a great ball game down here back in the mid-'80s when Johnny Parton was a senior. 21-14 GP win. Are they a little short, Rob? Where the Highlanders stop Seymour on 4th and go to win the ball game.
Mike, that's one thing in high school football. You know, Jason Davis has seen that NFL and that college slide. Had he gone head first, he would have picked that one up. But as you were saying,
4-8. 4th and a half a yard to go. 6 inches. Seymour. Left formation. Davis on the sneak. I think he may have got it on that second effort.
Great initial surge by our defensive line, but I think his running backs hitting him in the back's what kind of pushed him on over.
First down, Seymour at the 16-yard line. Awful close to the 15. We'll call it the 15. Clock running, we're down to 4:10.
Of course, Mike, if they score and go for two, we're going to have to score a touchdown.
Short snap to Hardy, not much running room there. He gets down inside the 15, maybe down to the 13. Seymour, I think, Rob, do they have all 3 timeouts left, or did they expend one early? And on the stop, 53 Brown, 32 Oakland, 82 Omi for the Highlanders. It's going to be 2nd and 8, 3:33 remaining in the contest. And Seymour is going to take a timeout here with 3:22 in the contest. Rob, what can you say? I'm bet I'll worse. Let's get another great look at the Highlander crowd on hand.
Well, Mike, I'm sure they would prefer to run the ball in and take about another minute off the clock. A lot of intense GP fans there.
A lot of nervous GP fans, a lot of nervous announcers upstairs here. So play getting ready to resume. Set the stage, 3:22. Seymour trails GP 22-18. 2nd and 8, ball at the 13-yard line. Davison's twins to the left. Give the Harding again inside. Hit hard, he's going to be short of the first down. Ball maybe at the 8-yard line. Stop a 6 Will Ramsey for the Highlanders. 3rd and 3.
Mike Seymour bringing in a meat team. Kind of pulling a page out of Coach Hammonds' playbook there, going with 2 defensive linemen at fullback and halfback, going into an L formation.
Harding on the give. He's going to lose one. Back to the 14. Back at the 9. And it's 4th down.
Well, I got Justin Brown, Trey Miller, everybody on that side just did an outstanding job.
And Seymour calls another timeout.
The meat team did not intimidate GP's defense in.
Great job of Coach Neil Estes this week. I think he camped out at the Fieldhouse all week. Great defensive job by the Highlander defensive coaching staff tonight.
Actually, Mike, I think this whole season, this is probably the best coached GP team that I've seen in the 9 or 10 years that I've been here.
Great group of guys. Coach Lee Hammonds, Coach Matt Evans, Neil Estes, Gabe Teeple, Paige Yates, Brad Johnson. Did you get a good shot of defensive coordinator Neil Estes?
Don Shannon and Ples Profit helping out. You see those guys, actually, they're the first 2 guys in the press box. I think they're kind of Neil's game day assistants.
Davison shotgun formation. What's he going to do? He rolls out. He's looking. Tries to get it up inside. Did he stop him? Let's see what we got. I think we stopped him, Rob. I don't know. Don't know from here.
Well, Justin
Brown. Seymour, 1 timeout left.
Mike, it's crazy.
It's wild, baby.
We've got to get a first down here. protect the football and get a first down.
2:18. I don't know. We can't run it out with 2:18.
No. We have got to get a first down.
But Rob, we can take a safety. We can take a safety. We can take a safety.
Mike, may be great. That might be. You must have coached football before.
That's right.
Mike, I tell you what, if we get a first down here.
Did you tell him?
If we get a first down here, this place is 2 minutes away from being crazy.
It's crazy now. Like my old friend Curtis Claybo says down at CO. He said, Mike, you know something? We're all crazy, but some people are more crazy. Gain of 4 on the play. Ragging's still going. First down, baby. Oh, baby. That's going to do it. Take the knee now, baby. Come on, Benny, take the knee. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Hey, maybe we'll get a live interview after the game up here with somebody.
It won't be Jim Moore.
Neil, maybe we'll get one with Neil. Let's get Neil. Let's get Neil over here.
I tell you, somebody has his work cut out for him right now is Principal Don Best.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey. Oh, we're gonna take a knee here, Rob.
Mike, I have to think that's.
Oh, we're gonna take a knee right here. Hold on, hold on. Let it run, let the clock run, baby. Let it run, then we take a knee. Take a delay of game, then take a knee, right? Yeah. This is it. This is the man right here. This is the man, right? This is the guy get it right here. Yeah. We're gonna take a knee, baby. Neil, I won't let you fall, baby. Hang on to the football. Hang on. Hang on. That's it. That's it. That's it. No, that's it. That's it. Love you, Neil, baby. Love you. Yeah.
All right.
Woo. Woo. Right here. Right here. Neil, you're the man.
All right.
Hey, let's get the headphones. Here, go, Neil. Here, get this off. Right here. Rob, you got it. Here, stick his face. Neil, great defensive job by the Highlanders tonight.
Oh, the kids played their hearts out, and that's why we came over here is with heart. And that's what they played with, Mike.
Hey, players of the game, we gave it to the seniors. Great senior effort tonight.
Great senior effort. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Neil, you got next week, getting ready for Carter.
We got
right
to.
here.
New season starts.
New season starts.
New season.
Playoff season.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good job. Rob, it looks like if Kevin get a shot at that scoreboard, I think they went ahead and turned the power off so nobody would see it.
Mike, they immediately turned the power off on the scoreboard.
Rob, what can you say? What can you say? Hell of a ball game.
Oh, that was great.
Can I say it on the air? I did.
Mike, that might be the best high school game I've seen. This one in the Powell game.
And we get the Burger King trophy, too. All right. Rob, it had to be the white helmets, and the good guys wear white. Remember, next week, Gatlinburg-Pittman, Region 1 champions. Is that the crying towels out there? Good shout of defensive coordinator Jim Moore for the Eagles. Rob, I'm just so excited. I'm hoarse. Man alive, what a ball game, what a ball game, what a ball game. Remember, next week, Gatlinburg-Pittman as region champions. They host Knox Carter. That's a setup, baby. Game time, 7 o'clock, right? 7 o'clock. All playoff games start at 7 o'clock local time as they hoist the Burger King trophy up into the air. And also, Gatlinburg-Pittman won the canned food drive again this year, getting 19,000 cans. It's a sweep.
Just go, GP!
Just like the Yankees swept the Braves, we got a sweep. I'm a loss of words, Rob. This is like the picture capture itself.
This is like the what?
Just like the picture capture the moment, right? Remember, if you'd like to capture this video on film, hey, Kevin's going to get a lot of orders this week, I guarantee it.
Coffee Loft will be packed. Get your seat early.
That's most GP fans I've seen on this football field in a while.
Mike, that's the best game I've seen.
Great atmosphere. This is Mike Helton for Rob Younger. Kevin may keep on film, but Rob, hey, I can't talk anymore. This is Mike Helton for Rob Younger. Emily Wells, Kevin Tierney saying see you next week. Gatlinburg-Pittman, Carter, 7 o'clock kickoff. Way to go, GP.